So, I'm trying again to get better recording audio, and I think I'm hitting it. It seems like I'm about reaching the red zone, which you don't want to quite do. And all in all, I'm looking at more better stuff. All right, so maybe we'll tilt this down just a hair. Yes, okay. It shows more of the mic than I really wish it did, but I like where the mic is located right now. I guess I could alter that, and I'm going to try. Although, I just don't know. I just don't know. I could do something like that. Too much white and glary back there.
WS7PB KJ7OES.
WS7PB.
Well, good afternoon, sir. I wanted to thank you for your lovely post on the SO page this morning. It was a nice surprise when I came in from the garage.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed that. It was fun seeing you on there. I'd actually heard you talking on the radio, but had my hands full at the time and couldn't chime in. And yeah, I just sitting here messing with that APRS. I switched it from my laptop to my main computer, and it looks like it's working fine on the big computer. So that's a step up. I went from pre-production, I guess, to production mode now.
Well, hey, that's great news. Congratulations.
Yeah, so one thing about running these softwares in the computers, you're never quite sure if things are going to work out the way that they should or what you expect they should do. But yeah, I'm having fun with it. I've been studying for the GROL, the General Radio Operator's License here lately, and I decided I needed a break this afternoon.
That was kind of my thinking as well. I'm to the point in my of the virus that I feel fine and everything's great. I've just got a little bit of a cough, so I thought I'd take advantage of the beautiful day and go out and ride. I do think that maybe every 30 seconds is a little bit too short of a time period to be beaconing, especially with I guess it's what's the distributor out there that picks me up most of the time. Anyway, the one that's out there that's now working fairly decently, it looks like. 30 seconds is way too short of a time period. I might have to put it back to 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's KK7BF there on Onion Mountain. And yeah, it's sometimes in its descriptions of your transmissions mentions that 30 seconds is too fast. But when you're just testing equipment and first getting it set up, you kind of have to do things that you might do different later on.
It is interesting to see how the track changed depending on my location. Like there's some spots heading out past Galice that are really really nice and easy, and they have a spot every mile or so, and then there are ones that are just every right on top of each other. But I'm very surprised and happy that it worked today. My problem is I don't know why it worked better than in past times, but we'll figure that out. That's part of the fun.
Yeah, never discount the fact that the station picking you up might be performing better now too. Whether it's snow melted off an antenna or Onion Mountain goes on and offline. It was offline last night for quite a while, and I'm sure nobody drove up there to work on it because they need the snowcat to do that. But still, it could be a performance of the digipeater up there too.
Well, I'll definitely be changing the settings on my Yaesu, especially if all I really need is once every 2 minutes would be perfect, because then I would maybe get about 50% of my packets digipeated, it looks like. Just a wild guess. And 50% is more than enough to give search and rescue a general area to look in.
Yeah, and that's a little bit of my motivation too. At least get them closer. The closer they get when they start, the better chance they have of finding me before it becomes too tragic of an event. Uh, so you didn't do anything different with your antenna. You're still just using it as a radio with its original rubber ducky on it.
That is correct. Next month, I plan on picking up a signal stick for it. Brian MB7N has talked a lot about them in the past, and he seems to really like them. And apparently, they're cut in such a way that um, they add positive dB to your signal. I don't know how that's possible with a short little antenna.
Oh shoot.
I'm willing to try it. I think they're only about $30.
Yeah, a lot. Even with the good companies like Yaesu and ICOM and stuff, a lot of times the antennas leave a lot to be desired from the factory. And I'm not 100% sure of all the technology they use in the aftermarket ones, but definitely there are differences in them. I know I'm looking forward on my GMRS handheld that I bought just before Christmas, in that it'll handle a much nicer antenna, and I expect a lot better performance than what I get out of my Garmin Rhinos, because they're stuck with a real compromised antenna. I think maybe only about 2.5 inches out of the transceiver, whereas even the factory after antenna was 3 times that size, and now I've got one that's probably it might be a 5/8 wave, and so that should really make a difference for that.
Yeah, that's my next thing to try. I haven't really. The only reason I took the Yahoo with me today was because I had forgotten to put my other radio on the charger overnight, and it was at 40%, and my Yahoo was fully charged. Um, so if that digipeater up on Onion is working again, and is going to put out results like this, then maybe I can rethink my ill will against APRS that I've been building up after hoping for so much. Maybe we'll get a good service in the area, I guess.
Yeah, I had some ill will towards my mobile link. I was kind of getting what I expected out of APRS, but the mobile link was kind of touchy. But I think I've learned how to set it properly for my radios. I still think that from the factory they could have, at least a better explanation on how to do it. But it's easy to get the gain too high on that device. But I have it working with my Alinco in the Jeep now, and with the antenna I have on the Jeep, it has given me no trouble right here close to Cave Junction. I haven't actually made a trip out into the back country yet, but that'll be coming in a week or so.
Yeah, the only reason I turned around where I did, in the two places that I did, one that was to the top of the hill. There's a great, huge gravel parking lot. It's probably 2 football fields size. Really nice place to get out and play around on a motorcycle, if you know what I mean. And the other one was the back way into Hugo, I believe. No, it's not Hugo. I want to say Pleasant Valley, Hidden Valley, Sunny Valley.
Sunny Valley.
Back way into Sunny Valley. But it was blocked by snow. There's still probably 6 inches of snow up there, and it wouldn't be a big deal for a four-wheel drive, 4 tires vehicle, but for 2 tires, it's just too much, to put it lightly.
Yeah, the snow's pretty adventuresome for motorcycles, that's for sure. I never did enjoy motorcycles in the snow. I'm glad you're feeling better and getting out. It's a beautiful day today. I should have done something more than just be studying, although I did go work in my shop for a short period just to clear my head. But yeah, it's good to hear from you, and like I said, was really glad to see it, and always enjoy sharing that sort of thing.
I'll get back to what you were doing, and I appreciate the conversation, and thank you so much for the post. That was really, really cool.
You're welcome, Devin. You have a good day. This is WS7PB back to monitoring.
KJ7OES.
That was Devin. He's a member of the SOART Club, and I've done some hiking with him. I didn't expect that call while I was recording, but that's how ham radio is. It happens when it happens. He took his motorcycle for a ride. He's been feeling better after the virus, and he's been working with me on APRS. He saw that I created its digipeater here in Cave Junction, Oregon, which I did for my testing. You probably heard me mention the Alinko and the Mobile Link. So, yeah, APRS has been a nice experiment and well received in my local community of hams. And even a couple of other digipeaters have been put back online because of me mentioning it in the Southern Oregon Amateur Radio Club's Yahoo Group. And that's what he was mentioning, that I had posted in the group a message where I had seen him on APRS.FI, the live mapping program for APRS. So maybe this became something more than a test. I really hope the volume sounds good. And this is Liberty Cave, WS7PB, saying 73 and happy trails.